Hi, I'm Steve, you. Welcome to the video. So this is my top 3 predictions for 2026 based on what I've seen this year, what I've been working on and learning in regards to AI, SEO, marketing in general, business in general. So I did do this earlier, but for some reason Facebook didn't work. So technology being technology, it's still not 100%, and that's one of my predictions for 2026 as well. But that's the fourth one, is that I don't think that AI is as smart as it could be in the future. But in saying that, it's as dumb as it's ever going to be. So let's start off. First one is that AI employees are going to become mainstream in not only small business, not only medium-sized business and enterprise, but also micro businesses. I think that there's going to be a lot of value from AI employees in the micro business space, simply because everybody has too many hats in that space. They're doing everything. And it's an opportunity to get access to an employee that's not going to cost you 50, 60, 80K. AI employees, AI agents, whatever you want to call them, can be given specific instructions to do tasks better than people can. I can say that with great authority because we've built some that do the job better. They don't do everything. They're not multifaceted yet, but when they do the task that we assign to them, they're much better than when someone does it themselves or when they have an employee do it, simply because they do it efficiently, cost effectively, and consistently every single time. So moving on from there, we've got number 2. So number 2 is that search is going to shift. So behavioral changes in the way that we actually search. We're already seeing this. So instead of, I think that in 2026, instead of going and finding answers, we're going to be looking more for outcomes. We're going to be using AI a lot more, whether that's through AI overviews in Google or whether that's through ChatGPT or Claude or any of the different models and different companies that can be used for search. Perplexity as well. It's going to become more along the lines of what is the outcome that we're looking at achieving, rather than going through the traditional model, which was basically you would be problem unaware. So this is marketing funnels 101. So I'll just quickly go over this for those people in the back who haven't become aware of this. So top of funnel is the people that aren't really problem aware. So they don't know what the problem is. They know that there's something there, they just can't really identify it. So traditionally, you would create content based around what would enlighten them to that problem, and that draws them in. So you're building this content to help them identify the problem. And then the next step in their journey is that they would reach middle funnel content. So this content is really solution focused. I know what the problem is. I don't know what to do about it. What do I do about it, Google? Whereas here and now we're going to go to AI and we're going to say, hey, I have this problem. What can I do about it? Next phase was bottom of funnel. So they know what the problem is, they know what the solution is, they just don't know who they're going to go with. So this is really where the case studies come in, this is where reviews come in, this is where really explaining what your product or service achieves, not just on a surface level, but looking at what the actual problem is that you're actually solving. And then from there, they would either make a purchasing decision with you or with someone else, or leave it for another 6 months until they decide that it's a big enough problem. That's all going to be condensed down into an outcome. So I have this happening is what you're going to put into AI, and it's going to go, oh yeah, that's probably this, or this. Does this sound familiar? No. What about this one? Yep, okay, that's likely to be this. Who you can solve it with this, and this. I recommend these people to do that because they're local to you. And I think that traditionally it's been about 3% of the market are ready to buy at any given time. I think that's going to change. It's going to get higher because the buyer cycle, the buyer journey is going to get shorter because they're going to go to AI. They're going to figure out what the problem is right there and then, and they're going to have solutions to it right there and then. And then it's just a matter of whether or not it's a big enough pain for them to make a buying decision right here and now. And then the third one is that businesses who don't adopt AI will experience a 30 to 40% competitive decline. So they're just going to get left behind most of the time. Someone who is using AI is going to outperform someone who is not using AI, and someone who is using AI effectively is going to outperform someone who's using AI but don't really use it as effectively as they can. So for the next year, I highly recommend you get used to using any of the different models, any of the different companies. Doesn't really matter what the company is, so long as you're keeping up to date with how to use them properly. Later on, I'll go into details around which ones I prefer. I do use several different ones for different purposes, and I'll go through that at another time. But I strongly recommend, if you're not already using AI, jump in, give it a go, because you're going to get left behind very quickly. It's a fast-moving space, and don't let that hold you back as well, because it's really easy to pick up. It's really easy it's basically having a conversation. It's just you're having a conversation with the toddler rather than a really smart adult. It's a really, really smart toddler that you need to actually give all of the instructions to for it to perform as well as it could. So those are my predictions. Let me know what your predictions are. Let me know if you want me to delve deeper into any of these. And most importantly, if you disagree, I would like to hear about that as well. I'd love to hear from you if you have a different take on this, especially around the competitive advantage that is using AI as a tool, which is what I believe. If you don't believe that, I'd love to hear more from you. Thanks.